Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Pre-Market Report sponsored by Delta.Exchange. So yesterday night I traveled from Chennai to Dubai. So I had no enough sleep. So we will start the video from today evening. So apologies for the audio podcast now. Coming back to markets, the markets were already extremely oversold, and then even everybody was expecting some kind of a revival. And then again, this Adani news came. US SEC is planning to bypass Indian government to serve the notices to Adani. So that brought all the Adani stocks, uh, very much like somewhere from 5% to 15%. And that has dented sentiment in the secondary market. Moreover, Monday was a holiday, so it was a long 3-day weekend. So, we do not know what Trump will talk in these 3 days. And in fact, what exactly people were afraid, Trump has actually done that. By the time our market closed on Friday, and now today it's going to open on Tuesday, he said he will increase tax for two countries. The first, he said he will increase the tariff to Canada 100% if Canada makes a deal with China. Then Canada said they are actually not making any deal. So because of that, US markets did not fall. Yesterday morning it fell, but by yesterday evening it has recovered. And in fact, US markets closed significantly higher, somewhere near the top end of the trading range. S&P 500 future has been trading between 6,600 and 7,000 for the last 3 months. Who knows? Maybe this week, index heavyweights like Apple, Microsoft, Meta, all these are going to declare the results. So that may make or break that market. Second one, he said that he will increase the tariff on automobile in Korea. So particularly Hyundai. So Hyundai is listed in India. So today we need to see how Hyundai will be reacting to this news. So I think Hyundai will be reacting negatively. But despite this news, Asian markets are higher. Mostly, some of them are slightly down. More particularly, the GIF Nifty is indicating about 80-90 point gap up. Moreover, today is the expiry. So Nifty spot and Nifty future will have to merge together. On Friday, Nifty future was trading around 30 point premium. So if you take that into consideration, Nifty, that 30 points premium will be wiping out, plus another 90, 100 point gap up. So that means, Nifty may gap up at least 60, 70 point. So what is important? What is going to happen after that? For the last 1 week, my prediction was 25,500 on the downside and 25,550 on the higher side. So looks like that will be held on unless there is some great selling pressure during the day. Option premiums were very, very high, ultra high. Even 24,800 put option and 25,300 put option, both are 250 point up and down. Both of them trading around 25 rupees premium just for one day. So that premium is an extraordinary premium. And also there were some corporate results. Axis Bank result has come, not bad, although it may not be good, but it's at least not bad. In case of ICICI Bank, the profit fell, but Axis Bank profit did not fall. Same thing with the Kotak Bank also. I think IndusInd Bank, I think, is a disastrous result. So maybe IndusInd Bank may react negatively. That too, we do not know. because nowadays the stock prices are factored in all the pessimisms. So IndusInd Bank worst result, Kotak Bank and ICICI Bank, it's okay result. So, for a long time, Bank Nifty has been trading, 59,000 to 60,000. In fact, I think on Friday it has broken 59,000. So at least people will be happy if Bank Nifty crosses 59,000 and closes above 59,000. And meanwhile, there are some news that India might be signing a trade agreement with Europe, and then European cars. So mostly, what is it? We use European products in India. It's mostly the cars, Benz, BMW, Volkswagen, Audi. So only the cars is the major import in India. So there was some news that it might right now for completely built unit, the tax might go down from 110% to 40%, and then over a period of time it might even go down to 10%. So overall, because of this Trump tariff against South Korea and this European deal, so auto sector will be in focus today. So if I'm not wrong. And the banking must recover because the results seems to be good for ICICI, Axis Bank and Kotak Bank. So I still feel that Nifty is likely to settle down between 25,000 and 25,300 today. But people will be happy if they settle somewhere closer to the upper end of the trading range, but we do not know. But one thing we can be sure that the markets will be volatile. So January is the worst volatile month in the last 1 year, we can say. Of course, last April was a different story because of the Trump tariff. So, or at least we can say since May, this is the worst volatile month. So worst volatile month, expiry will be, as usual I say, it will be even more volatile. So better be careful in trade with stop losses. And then if everything goes well, so the market might consolidate for next few trading sessions and before there's a big show on Sunday. So let us hope markets do not tank, do not break 25,000. That is the expectation of the bulls. So there are many people who are stuck with a lot of put options. So that's what I gather information because the Nifty has fallen from 26,400 to 25,000. So when the markets were trading around 26,300, 400, a lot of people have sold 25,700 put because that was the swing low in December. And then some people have sold 25,400 put, that was a swing low in November. So November swing low was 25,400, December swing low was 25,700. So a lot of people have sold put options, but even the 25,400 was looking okay because people would have sold some call option also. So until Friday, even that was looking okay, but Friday's big fall of more than 200 point. So brought that to closer to the expiry when the market falls, the gamma effect comes in. So all those people will be happy at least if there is some recovery. So today evening in the post market, I will discuss a strategy, a budget strategy. So please wait for that. Hope you enjoyed listening to this audio. Thank you for listening.